Hope you're doing well. Quick video for my customers on how to help maintain the cutting performance of their knives um, by reducing the thickness of their primary grind as they sharpen their knife over time. It doesn't matter which way you sharpen your knife. It's just a process of removing metal from the primary to help maintain edge thickness. So over here I have my personal kitchen knife that I just sharpened, and you can see I don't worry about edge finish. I've got an earlier video that explains how to maintain your edge finish by using sandpaper. Alright, this knife over time, as I sharpen it, every 2 or 3 sessions I will lay the knife flat on, I do stones, and this happens to be a water stone. I'll lay the knife flat on the stones and I will remove metal by sharpening the primary. Now this is the primary grind, this flat side here, and the secondary is the part that you are sharpening. And where the two meet is where you measure the edge thickness of a knife. Over time, naturally, as you sharpen the knife, you're removing metal and you're bringing the edge up towards the spine, which gets thicker. So as you remove metal and it comes up closer to the spine, the knife gets thicker and you start losing cutting performance. So if this is the edge of the knife and this is the secondary, as you continue to sharpen, and you got to think this is a wedge shape here, as you continue to sharpen, it's coming up the spine of the knife and it's just gradually getting thicker and thicker. So what you need to do is every 2 to 3 sharpenings, average every 2, is before I sharpen the secondary here, I will sharpen, now not really sharpen, I lay this flat on the stone and I'm removing metal here, bringing this down. So as I sharpen a knife, I'm maintaining, if you think of me sharpening by squeezing, I bring that metal down and I maintain that thickness that I want as I bring that secondary up. Yes, you're going to mar up the finish. If you sharpen with the direction of the finish on the knife, like this knife here, it's got a hand rub satin. When I would get ready to thin it out, I would thin it this way, maintaining the direction of these scratch pattern, so that when I went to clean it up, it just makes it easier. Now this is like a 400 grit, so if I went to a stone that was below a 400 grit, my scratches will be much deeper than what's on here, and I'm gonna have to work harder to maintain that finish. That's just something to be aware of. Alright, so this knife, I just sharpened it. I actually sharpened the secondary, then I brought this down, and then I resharpened it to get it where I want it. So as I do that, I'm going to help maintain the performance of this knife. Now over time, it's just, the knife's going to lose performance as if, over years you sharpen it, it gets higher and higher up, you got to remove more and more metal. Eventually it is going to thicken some. That's just the nature of the beast. Alright, but grind your primary grind down as you sharpen your knife on occasion to help maintain the thickness of the knife and help maintain the performance of the blade. Also, if you've got a knife that's too thin, you can thicken it up, same process by taking your stone, cutting into the stone, and this, you can actually thicken that edge up by a stone. You can also, if you got a knife that you want thinner, just do the same process and go ahead and thin it out. But again, that's what I recommend you do with my knives. Every couple sharpenings, plane down the primary to maintain that edge. And it's also a really good time to go ahead and do other maintenance to the knife. Even with stabilized wood, I recommend coating the handle with something. Kitchen knife like this, mineral oil, olive oil works well because it's food safe. It just helps to protect the wood for a longer lifetime. So there you go, a tip in helping to maintain your McCullen knives. All right, thanks.